Welcome back to Unfiltered. Listen, I've been warning you over and over, and now the Fed's saying the quiet part out loud. They want a digital currency. Ladies and gentlemen, it is the biggest surveillance tool you will ever see in human history. They're now saying the quiet part out loud about the creation of a central bank digital currency. Take a listen.
So it would not be anonymous. It would not be an anonymous bearer instrument. We would be looking to balance privacy protection with identity verification, which has to be done, of course, in today's traditional banking system.
You just heard him say it. You don't have to listen to me. Joining me now is cryptocurrency expert and the author of Undressing Bitcoin, Leah Halper. Leah, thanks so much for joining us. You know, you've been sounding the alarm about these central bank digital currencies for a while. Me as well. It's a big concern. This is the ultimate surveillance tool, isn't it?
Absolutely, and anonymity isn't even the worst of our problems. The worst of our problems is the fact that it's going to be programmable. Because it is digital, it means the money can be programmed to be spent in any way in which the central bank or the government decides. So one of my particular concerns is the World Economic Forum, because they're talking about implementing a carbon allowance. Now, this means each individual will be given a certain amount of, whether it's credit or whatever it is, carbon that they are allowed to emit. And how do they implement that? Through a central bank digital currency. So if I buy too many plane tickets, or if I buy too much meat, because those things are all supposedly very bad for the environment, my money when I go to fill up my car could then be declined. So now they're literally controlling what we can and can't do with our money. It's also important to realize that the money can expire. So during times of economic uncertainty, central banks love to print lots and lots of money, which causes inflation. But we could get to a point where they say, instead of printing money, guys, you have to spend at least 10% of your savings in the next 3 months. If you don't spend that money in the next 3 months, then that money is going to expire. And if you can't save money, well, then you can't build long-lasting generational wealth. You're always going to be a slave to the system. And, I don't think people really understand the severity of this. Money is literally the energy which fuels your life. If you don't have freedom of money, you don't have freedom of anything. Dan, I know you talk about the Second Amendment. If they don't need to necessarily get rid of the Second Amendment, but they can just say they can program your money so that you can't actually go and buy a gun. So again, it really is the most tyrannical form of surveillance we will ever see. When they control the money, they control the world.
Yeah, this is why I love your podcast. I honestly think you're one of the few people that gets the threat from these digital currencies. I only got about 30 seconds left, but just quickly, the Bank of England, despite being in a massive inflationary global crisis, has decided they're going to start printing more money through a quantitative easing program. This isn't going to stop this inflation crisis. The minute the politics heat up, they just start printing again.
Absolutely. The more debt that we get into, the only way to get out of it is to continue printing money. They announced tax cuts. They announced that they're going to be deregulating the market, which caused the crash. And as a result, because there's no more, they're not going to be collecting as much money because of the tax cuts, they're going to have to borrow more money. More debt. How do you solve that? Printing more money and inflation. So I'm a huge advocate for Bitcoin.
Leah, thanks a lot for your time. I really appreciate it. Congrats with the show. It's great.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.
Shalom, shalom, Israel. I want to start by giving all glory and praise to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH. I'm the brother Ahmawan for down to Bay, Florida, for the camp of prophets of Babylon. Come one another co-kid through this pain part by YAHAWASHI. Lord wanted to edify and feed the sheep. That will honor to the elders and apostles. Great millstone will teach you well. Peace and blessings to the brothers who are pushing this work in true sincerity. To the scattered abroad. All right. Hey, man, here it is. All right, here it is from the horse's mouth, man. All right. Esau Edom, man, the so-called white man, is coming down, having great wrath, all right, with this digital currency. These devils are moving forward, having this agenda set in play. This digital currency is a step forward towards that NWO, man. All right, which is going to usher in that charagma. All right, and that's what's happening, man. As you can see in the description of the video, hey, they telling you straight up, man. All right, what the process and the moves are. They want to get the masses of the people, all right, to take this, take on the form of, okay, they're ushering the digital currency, and with that has a form of what? Identification Okay, a way that you have to be identified to purchase things. Okay, you have to have something within you to purchase things. Now, that's not how they're going to explain it, but that's where they're going with it, man. Okay, with their craftiness and their words, they're telling you exactly what it is. We're seeing it in the spirit. These things that start from the elders and apostles, great millstone, and down. All right, that's been talking about these things, man. All right, these devils are gonna, they've been using gradualism. Okay, gradualism, conditioning the people, with credit cards, with certain stores and certain places and certain areas and certain devices, man. Conditioning the people, all right, to ultimately get used to this digital currency that they've been and pretty much slowly progressing with, man. All right, and they use it by trying to pretty much futurize certain things. All right, they try to tell oh, this is, that's how Esau work. Okay, and that's what he does, man. He tries to deceive you and thinking that this is just all of a part of the new technology. No, man, it's all getting you closer to what he ultimately wants, and you to be sleep and not understanding what's happening and simple-minded, to leading you to what that agenda that he has set up for the masses of the people, man. Okay, but we're gonna go to the scriptures. The Lord wanting you are edified. Let me see. This is the book of. We're just gonna start it off with this, man. Matter of fact, yep. We're gonna start off with this. This is the book of Revelations, chapter 12, verse 12. It says, "Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them." Right. Woe, meaning destruction to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. For the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time. So this devil's coming down having, great wrath, because he had but a short time. So that digital currency that you hear them talk about, all right, these things that is, it's all a part of that, like Bitcoin and the things that's like unto it of its kind. All right, all of that is part of that way of that wrath. Okay, if this devil coming with it, man. Okay, because all that's going to lead into what that charagma. Because ultimately he has a short time to get all these things, pretty much checked off of that list, for the lack of better words, man. He has little time to get these things situated. So with that being so, he has to do certain things of gradualism, do things as, conditioning, all right, so that these things can be forced faster and quicker and accurate, all right. But I was reading again in Revelation 12 and 12, "Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe, meaning destruction, to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath," man. So this is a technical move, okay, an action of how these devils are going to come with that wrath, man. All right, and these devils move in a slithering way, a speedy way, okay, clever way. So being aware of this devil and the things that's happening, man, keep your eyes peeled, all right, and knowing how this devil's gonna come, man, through the spirit, all right, which we are warning you. It says, because he knoweth that he have but a short time. So this devil doesn't have long to get busy, man, because the Lord's about to come back and destroy this place with thermonuclear fire, man. But I'm gonna grab this revelation. It's not gonna be too long. Just something quick in the spirit to touch on this topic, man. I've seen this video, so Lord wanted this to edify him, man. Revelation 13, verse 15, it says, "And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast," which is that NWO, man. Okay, these devils having, they coming with it, man. That martial law, all right, coming with the unrighteous decrees, man. All right, that's a part of that NWO, man. That system that they come and establish, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast shall be killed. So it's gonna be people who are gonna be killed for not agreeing to this, devil's unrighteous decrees, his agenda, his format of how he wants to run and control the people, man. All right, and starting off with the brothers to doing this work in truth and sincerity to the best of their ability is fighting, all right, and in sincerity, and he's just doing all the things that the Lord has set up for us to do, so according to the will that He has set up for us to do. Hey man, they gonna come after us, man. Okay, we're gonna be demonized. They gonna try to do whatever they can, all right, to pretty much get closer to where they want to just take us out, man. All right, and that's gonna come down the line, and they're gonna be coming for the people that's not gonna get right with the program, man. All right, once again, but verse 16 it says, "And He causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond." Meaning, let's talk about everyone, all right? Everyone, your auntie, your cousin, your next door neighbor, everyone is gonna come to a point of time where what? To receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead. So they're talking about the charagma, man. Okay, the RFID. All right, talking to the C, to the H, to the I, to the P. All right, hey man, Esau's gonna come with it, and everyone's gonna be put in that predicament. Verse 17, it says, "And that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the number of the beast, or the number of his name." All right, so hey man, if you ain't got that thing, you're not gonna be able to buy, sell, save, none of those things that you do daily today, man. All right, you're not gonna be able to get around, and that's what they was going into. The lady said in the video that they could control, all right, the things that you buy. If it's a limit on it, if they don't want you to buy a certain thing, you're not gonna be able to buy a certain thing. This way, how they want to, how Esau, the so-called white man, wants to, get the mass of the people controlled. They want to use it by the money, and they're gonna use it by using that pretty much digital currency, which can be easily stripped away from you, as he described as well. All right, they're going to use these things to control the masses of the people, to where there's not going to be a way around it, man. All right, and in the form of them doing that, all right, is getting everyone to what? Get that charagma. All right, reading that verse 17 again, it says, "And that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name." Salak if I, that's why I read again. Salak if I messed up reading that. That was the point. Let me grab this right here quick, and then we're going to close it out. Lord, when you were edified, all right, because this is the way of how Esau, this how he's moving, man. I believe it's let me grab it right quick. Bear with me. This is the book of 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 3. It says, "For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction comes upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape." Right, man? So, Esau, trying to bring in this digital currency, man, is a way of him trying to make things okay, man. Make a form of what? Peace. Okay, for when they shall say peace and safety. There's not too long ago, this devil was Joe Biden. All right, Sleepy Joe was talking about scripting and take away the cash, making cashless, man. What is that going to lead to? That digital. That's what he was speaking about. Digital currency, man. All right, taking away the cash, making it cashless. All right, he was saying, oh, well, the good benefits of things from this, and how he was doing it to help. All right, well, that's a form of what him saying, for when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, right? Because after that seems to be all good, guess what's going to come after that? Destruction, man. Okay? And it says, as travail upon a woman with child, like when a woman's and she's having contractions, man. Okay, those contractions, they non-stop, you know. It's constantly, and that's how it's gonna be with these things of that form of destruction. It's gonna come upon this place, man. All right, and it says, and they shall not escape. So ain't no way to get around it. I'm gonna grab the Habakkuk 2 and 3, and I'm gonna close it out. This is the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, verse 3. It says, "For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak." And we're seeing it, man. We're seeing that now. All right. It says, "And not lie, though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry." So meaning, you know, hey man, we're seeing that what's to come, man. Right now is that they using this digital currency to usher in the NWO, which is leading into what? Ultimately, that karagma coming out of that, man. All right. So though it tarry, you know, it shall not tarry. These things are not going to tarry, meaning to delay. It's going to happen, man. The Lord said these things are going to happen. They're going to happen. All right. So, hey, man, we're in those times. We're seeing these devils moving forward with this agenda, and we pray YAHAWASHI that hey, man, that things get sped up, man. Because why? Because once these things get sped up, it's gonna be we're getting closer to getting the hell up out of here, man. All right. But that, you know, saying, Lord willing, you were edified. Lord willing, you, you know, was able to receive that through the Spirit. All right, through the Spirit, probably about some more shard. But with that, I'm gonna give all glory and praise to Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH. Until next time, I say Shalom.